feeling like a fatal heart attack. Die for that. I don't stress about it, I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key, running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her I might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas, run into the neutral pass. I'm done with that, but if I need you, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago.
It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Chicago Bears. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. A good pickup there at 22. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
21.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Barkley is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
Here's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got his man, it's Dortch. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Stafford. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now here's a throw that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. On 1st down, Tagovailoa escaping the play. To a hit, and the ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is caught. It's Brown. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
All right, let's go.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
21
Here's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They were so close, that close to the first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
22. First and 10 at the 49-yard line. Hey, 50.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
42-yard line. Hey, 70! Go here! Zebra!
On second down, here's Stafford.
Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another.
Set!
3rd and 12.
Alert! Tonight!
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
They'll run with Barkley. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown.
Well, the way things have been going in this
this one, Charles. It was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Tua, a final shot before half. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. Dashing through the snow. Touchdown, Chicago.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Hey, 21 T8.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. On the out route, he's got Mostert. And getting Keeping this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
And a Cardinal first down.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers, and the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. And there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Barkley, toss play left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A gain of 14. First down.
Tua now on first down. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Quick slant to Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
A gain of 21 yards.
21G.
First down.
Tua to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Solo left Zion.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Cardinals 7.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
Now this throw caught left side. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Bears! Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Touchdown, Cardinals! Raheem Mostert. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Shaheed going to go in motion. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10. Ready.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now it's Stafford. Little short pass here to Hill, and he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Tua. He finds Smith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by a Isaiah Rodgers. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Jameson Williams.
His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Bears stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here, trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Ready.
First down, Cardinals.
21G, 21G. Ready.
Tua now on first down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down, Tua got his man. It's Dortch.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Primarily, I don't have words for that one. It's not often you see a completed pass lose that kind of yardage.
Now the Bears going to call the first